Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a foot race past the 20.
What's up?
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
His kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Raiders 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Tackle made.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down now, Richard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Play action. Now it's Carr. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On second down, Williams. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Williams on the carry.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Kansas City Chiefs.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On the toss, here's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands though.
Yeah.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll set up to throw. It's a screen to Richard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't have a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Mahomes. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, it's Williams, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The first quarter with the score.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Check right, check right. Check 26, check 26. Mike's ball. Get the ball.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12.
Check. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 44 to Mike. Hey, D-line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Washington. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 25. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On the tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams.
Complete to
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's Williams on the catch. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Carr gives to Richard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Carr now on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Taking a deep shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start.
Raiders.
They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Richard. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, Richard. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Charvarius Ward in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try it again with Bowden, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff to Richard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
And a Las Vegas first down.
First down, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. Richard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Carr on third down. This is caught by Williams. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Now fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second and a yard, Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. Richard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yards.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Let's go.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 15. 43. 43.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC.
Raiders 7.
It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 44.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Bofo's and Mike. Mike's Bofo. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get back.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This complete to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad one.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Maurice Hurst coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the
on first down, Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
I'm scared. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Hey, we got to
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
9-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
And 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Complete to Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr's throw here caught by Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Alex Okafor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll swing this one out to Richard. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
To Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't
got
feel right.
Exactly.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
They run it again with Williams. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.